And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII, also known as the game that gave no shits. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Speaking of shits, I took a big one just a moment ago, and it made me feel like... the smell, the texture, not in my mouth, but out of between my butt cheeks. I guess the feel might be a better term. All of those things were better in its entirety than playing this game. I'm just kidding. Or am I? But we're moving along. We're getting there, though. You know, I shouldn't complain too much. We are getting there. In slow, painstaking steps. And the battle is won. And when we break it down and think about it,
nothing I can't handle.
let's get these oozes so they don't do any creepy merging things. Get some! As we bring on the pain train. You just friggin' uppercut him to the moon. Pretty easy fight. Probably if you needed to grind just to catch up to handle what's around here, this might be the best spot. But the real grinding area is coming up. Which, to be fair, is pretty much the final grinding zone. As far as I'm concerned with this game. And I'll give you a hint. It's in the next chapter. And it's a question of how much time do you really want to spend there. A whole nother set of stories to go with that. There it is. Another battle won. Alright.
Let's get this over with.
And let's take the uses out first. And we'll kill this one as well. Sorry, there just isn't really very much to say. Because there just isn't. Nice. You know it's a behemoth, so why bother? Because, you know, it's a pallet slot. Peekaboo. Is he wearing shorts? Okay, resistance to magic. Let's use our ruthless aggression here. And turn this dude into Swiss cheese. Like so. Alright. And there's your respawn right there of all those other enemies. Because we're going to be grinding soon, I'm not too worried about fights too much, I guess. Jeez, fuck it. Just do it. Let's just do it. It's not like the fights that were on the airship where the odds were just so stacked against you over bullshit attacks like getting through. You know. This will make a bit more sense. I tried to merge but was denied. So we've got two little outlying areas here. How they got the drop on me, I will never understand. And even if I wanted to understand, it would have been ridiculous to try. Clearly everybody's hurting right now. Death by freaking animation, for crying out loud. Alright.
Keep a cool head.
That's really what we should have been using from the get-go here. Okay, I think I got a better strategy than using magic. We'll use Blitz on these fuckers when they're grouped as big as they are. Seems to be much more effective. There we go. Let's do this.
On your toes. Nothing personal.
And we'll try to stagger this guy. Getting him up there is really showing to be the harder part of this. Oh, god damn it. He just revived fully, didn't he? Stunning him now is more important than ever before. Stun locking him, rather. There we go.
That's how it's done.
We'll head down and around. This music almost sounds like it's from Final Fantasy X. And it's just this really short, like 30-second cycle for just that section of it for a little bit. It's starting to get rather annoying. Oh boy.
We can win if we stay focused. You asked for it. Keep a cool head.
None of that stuck. Oh yeah, some of it did. Okay.
New strategy.
Get some. Again, it's like I want to have more to say about this, but it's just the same shit time and time again. The palette swaps keep on coming. And that's not me trying to make light of the situation. It's just that's what they've done. And it just comes off as so lazy. And I felt this way when the game came out in, what was it, 2007 or 8 or 9, somewhere in there. So I still feel that way today. Okay, it's just, man, is this rough. Music could also be a lot better too. Some parts of the music are actually pretty tolerable, but a lot of it is just so mundane.
Change of plan. Target's a target.
There
Be
we
ready
go.
for the next fight.
It ran away from me as I tried to attack it. That just doesn't help.
You asked for it.
That's debuff him a little bit.
Keep a cool head.
Here comes his head tear off. I think the only way to actually prevent that would be to debuff him so much and buff ourselves so much that we build the stagger up in, like twice as fast. Which we don't have the party for that on the battlefield right now, so that's a big no bueno. Alright. Alright, making a save.
Rains?
What?
Oh, easy, guys. It's all right. Rains is a sanctum officer. He's been helping us out.
Why are you here?
Hmm.
You traitor!
Did he just block her sword with his hand?
I put you on the path. That was my focus.
You're a Lassie?
Since long before we met. I did my best to assist you, as bid by the Sanctum Fal'Cie. Now do you understand? The Fal'Cie have watched over you, guiding your every step. The luck that saved you time and again was a deliberate machination.
In other words, it was
Why, you
bullshit.
ask? The Primarch, or should I say, Bartandalus, is crafting you into the instruments of Cocoon's demise.
We've been played for fools.
A Cocoon Fal'Cie? Why? Why? To restore the Maker.
The Maker?
The entity responsible for creating both humans and Fal'Cie.
The power of Rick James?
Long ago,
There we
the
go.
Maker departed this world, leaving the two races behind.
Okay. Fal'Cie and humans.
In a sense, human and Fal'Cie are brothers, orphaned by the same parent.
Okay.
As for the humans, they forgot the order imposed by the Maker. They began to war amongst themselves for the first time in history. The Fal'Cie focused on recalling their lost deity and returning the world to its former glory.
Okay.
This purpose lies at the heart of all their actions. Calling back the Maker requires a fitting sacrifice.
Yeah, we've heard. The destruction of Cocoon.
The lives of this world's entire populace in bloody tribute.
No. That's crazy talk. I don't get it. Why do they need us? Couldn't
Yeah, really.
Fal'Cie end Cocoon with just a thought?
Their existence is bound to the creation and maintenance of this floating shell. It is their very nature that holds them in check.
The more you know.
You mean Cocoon Fal'Cie can't destroy Cocoon? They needed tools.
If we can stop this by doing nothing,
happened to your dream of rebuilding Cocoon for the people? Was it all a lie?
Yeah, pretty much.
A shadow of a dream from when I was human. It was change I craved, and once I'd built the influence to make things happen, there was change.
Yeah, his
I
bowel
gained
movements.
all the power I could hope for, but was a puppet with no will to wield it. It wasn't the fal'Cie who changed. It was me.
You were made a l'Cie?
A l'Cie, tied to an inescapable focus, a slave of destiny. I'd lost hope. I'd all but given up on dreams of freedom.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm here of my own accord, not by fal'Cie order. Seeing you fight brought it all back. Brought back that future I once strove for. I, too, will challenge my fate.
What?
Easy, guys.
If I can defeat you here, the fal'Cie plan will fail.
Reigns!
I will use all my remaining power. I will set you free!
Oh god. Look out, it's Seymour Guado 2.0. Visually, anyway. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Reigns.
And so we're thrusted pretty much into this battle with very little to work with.
Let's go!
Let's debuff him as much as we can. We may even lose this fight, and we're going to start seeing this consecutively where you're not sure if you're going to be into a boss fight or not, especially if you're playing this for the first time, where you just don't really have the right party to deal with the enemy. And because of that, you have to, you know, kind of die, restructure the party the way you want, and then hope for the best, kind of a thing. It's annoying, it sucks, but you're kind of, like I said, at his mercy. So again, you're not, you know, no surprises there. Will we be able to beat him? I'll be surprised. Like I said, the boss fights starting from here on out are kind of rigged against you. I even want to say there's a couple of boss fights close to endgame where you just aren't allowed to, you're not allowed to choose your party, pretty much. And so you're forced to use a party, and it has new paradigms that you haven't set up. I want to say it happens like 2 or 3 times, and I get really pissed off at that, because it's like, well, what's the point? I'm screwed no matter what I do, so you're again, it makes you at the mercy of the game, and it's a pretty bad deal. We don't want to lose what we've beefed up so far. We don't care if he cures himself, we just care about getting him staggered. And let's recover. Clearly we need to. As soon as he puts his guard down, we'll probably get him to stagger. That's not what I wanted. Gotta stop him before he gets too much of an opportunity here.
Let's go.
So the one thing is, I don't think anybody has Dispel, which in the current party right now, which in turn creates our little problem here.
Follow my lead.
There we go. Let's use aggression.
Take down the enemy.
Although, okay, I guess she did have Dispel, my bad. We'll let her cast that a couple of times and calm Sid down here. Again, my opinion, the worst incarnation of Sid in any Final Fantasy game, give or take. But whatever. Again, Dispel. Yeah, he looks like he's out of goodies, so let's go ahead and ravage him pretty good.
Follow my lead. Don't give up. Thank you. Take down the enemy.
And he just put it all back on him, so... As far as I'm concerned, let's just get him over... Let's get him staggered here, and then we can pretty much win this fight. We need to get some stagger standard in here. Gotta recover. Because that's gonna get out of control. I need to really try to stagger him somehow.
You can do it. Follow my lead.
Actually, there's a good chance we might actually beat him. Luckily, we've been able to offset his damage pretty well. Dare I say, maybe because Snow's damage absorption has been on point, and he's got the better health, but I don't think that that's 100% what it is.
Take down the
But
enemy.
let's get him going. If you don't kill him, he'll almost be dead. Yeah, we got him. And the battle is won. Not too bad, but like I said, we had to set up Triple Ravager. Without Triple Ravager, we would never be getting him to stagger. So luckily, we had 3 characters who could do that.
Ironic, isn't it? The only thing I wanted was a moment of triumph. How it ends isn't important. Just do what you know is right. Trust yourselves.
What? Did he complete his focus?
I don't think so. All Rains did was try to save Cocoon in his own way.
His own way.
Hey, where are you? Snow!
Blah 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 blah.
I think Rains was searching for a way to make us understand. To understand the frustration of being a Lassie. A Lassie bound to a focus.
Okay.
What it meant to be human.
Yeah, sure, why not? As we are now back in control. Whole lot of nothing around here, I don't think, so let's keep moving. But the boss battles in this game's difficulty are going to scale in a way unheard of. Again, because this seems like a half-thought-through development of a game. A half-developed game. In a way. And then this has been typical since 12. And they've, you know, it's these big old ideas, but the lack of ability to realize that the stories are not well structured. The events are kind of happening at random. There's not really an explanation for everything. And the explanations that are given are lackluster at best. That is a legitimate concern that the entirety of Final Fantasy XIII has. Just from, you know, being around it, being around people who've played it and have talked about it. And me playing the first game and then inquiring to other people the flaws and the plot holes of the ones that they've played. Because I'll be honest with you, I never played 13.2 or Lightning Returns. Because why would I subject myself to such pain and suffering of a game that I already did not like? But eventually I'll probably do those just so I can rip it off as a band-aid. I'll probably stream them first. And if they're fucking that heinous, yeah, I'll probably bring them here so you guys can easily just watch me suffer. Because why not? Everybody loves a good suffering. Watching someone suffer. To just turn it off if you don't like it. No, you don't understand. You don't understand. Okay? My stance has been for anybody to criticize something, they must experience it in its entirety. So for me, that's the deal. I must experience it in its entirety. So now we've got enemies fighting against robots, I think. Or are they all going to come after me? No, they're all going to come after me all of a sudden. So they're going to stop fighting each other to fight me. That's fine. Let's kill off the easy ones. And then we'll work on it.
Take down the enemy.
Simple as that. Question is, I don't see treasure ball, so it doesn't matter if we jump down here. Or rather, it shouldn't matter, but the game may decide otherwise. Now what's over here? Okay, a route leading up. And so we're heading into two big open areas up to the save point here. A pretty much rather forced battle that I can just go around if I really want to. Now they will be at half health, give or take, so we should fight them. Even if they're gonna fight me. Even if they're fighting each other. Well... No, see, they do come after us. So we'll get rid of the oozes first, because they're clearly the bigger threat. Not even the bigger threat, it's just that they can do that. And on top of that, we're not going to be able to knock down the robot ones fast enough anyway. Yeah, we can have them all attack numbnuts for all I care. And that's why I probably should have just avoided the fight, as ridiculous as it is.
Like that.
Again, it's... Once it got into that larger form, where do you go? Well, we'll try. Where will they start me, though, is the question. Oh, yeah, fuck this. Let's just keep going. Like I said, we're at a... and I stand by this sentiment, we're at a point where it's like... Bullshit battles are literally what this game is. You notice it's 3 modes. Boss fight, nothing but battles, and then convoluted story. Boss fight, nothing but battles, convoluted story. And that is a weak developmental issue that this game clearly has. Look, it's just constant gauntlet fighting with no exploration, with no real compelling things in it that would keep us interested. So it's like, why waste our time with it when I could just do that? Now, to be fair, there may have been items of value back there, but I don't think so. No, the door's closed, so it's just to waste your time. Again, our Crystarium is maxed out on the 3 primary jobs that every character has. All we're doing is gaining CP to burn on other parts of the Crystarium, which we don't really need to worry about right now. As long as we can get to the place where we want to do our grinding later, this is all just a redundancy exercise. Fighting these enemies is not gaining us anything of value. Right? After we've accomplished what we set out to do leveling-wise, then we start looking at other things. But until we get to that juncture, it's almost counterintuitive. See, why fight this? There's no treasure sphere over there. Nothing. Behemoth we probably can't get around. So we'll have to fight him. Mainly because he's just so freaking large. One more round of this, and then we'll go to triple Ravager. There we go.
Thanks.
Alright, let's get this going here. Ugh. And then another 2 gauntlet rooms that we'll try to avoid. I don't even care if there's really a treasure anymore. Like I said, it's starting to get to that point where all the fucks I can give are just gone. Let them fight. It's no fucking hair off my back. Now there's an item here, but we're clearly going to be denied a way out here. Oh no, these guys, and let me guess, we're gonna have to fight, what, 1 or 2 of them? Oh, just 1. That's not too bad.
Follow my lead.
See if we can limit. Oh, I keep wanting to say limit break, but they didn't even do that in this game.
Take down the enemy.
Once this wears off, we'll go after the blade just to see if that actually speeds things up in the grand scheme of things. Because I could double commando him, but because the second commando will go after the other target, it kind of ruins what we were trying to do.
Follow my lead.
There's the stagger.
Thank you. Let's go.
Keep the pain train going. Thinking about swapping out Snow for Fang. Probably should. Cause the two of them could sabotage this enemy pretty hard. And enemies like it, like the Behemoth. Because the two of them both have Saboteur, so... The only negative is we lose the triple Ravager, I think. So, I don't know. We're doing okay as is. Maybe we don't really need to change. Yet. Nice. Again, why deal with it? Almost there. To another delicious save point. So, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JTRStudios for more live gaming action. And when we come back, we traverse further into the game. To the point where my head feels like it needs to explode. So, anywho, thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you guys next time.